Alright, first gate for the trip. Just get through here, spin around to the left. What are you doing?
Oh, for God's sake.
We've just had to change the rating of the channel right there.
We just pissed ourselves laughing.
Righto, come on, let's find a camp. Well, it goes without saying that it's been a little while between hunts. And once I find my way back through here, down to our campsite, I'll be a happy camper. But it's looking quite green. Hopefully, if you feel like sticking with us, we're going to be trying to whistle in a few foxes, shoot a few buddies, if they're about. So, over the next 4 or 5 days, we're going to give it a fair crack. This is the paddock for our camping location, our home for the next few days. And the grass doesn't look as long as I expected it to be. Come on, foxies, where are you? It's not looking too bad at all, actually. Hopefully there's a little bit of water in the creek. It's always nice to have a spot that you can cool off in the heat of the day. And maybe caress some of the stench away after a few days. So either way, it's good to be back. Right, it's time to cut another man's grass.
It's not too bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
You know how Jake likes reptiles?
I love them.
Oh, he does.
You got a little bit of a present for him?
I've got a little present for him that we can, that I'm happy to share with him. No problem. I mean, you know, it's like a party.
He'll love it.
It'll be like a snake party.
Where are we going to hide it?
Well, I don't know.
What flavour did you get? The best flavour?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's the top end flavour.
The one he loved?
The top end flavour. And I tell you what, it looks pretty realistic the way it is.
Ooh. Nice brown.
Nice little brown.
He would have been 4 foot at his best.
Yeah.
Enough to give Jake a little bit of a scare.
He'd already lost his head. I didn't touch it. In fact, he's not long gone, so...
We need to clean him up a little bit.
Yeah, I will do that. I'll get in the tub. But yeah.
So don't blame us, Jake, it's him.
Yeah, that's right.
Good morning, everyone. If you haven't realised by now, we don't do things in a hurry. That's our camp up there. It's not a bad little spot. Today, we're just waiting for the rest of the boys to rock up. I don't think we're going to be doing a lot of hunting, maybe a bit this afternoon. The boys want to set up a few of the rifles, test them out. It's better to make sure you're on song beforehand. And we've been lucky enough to be given some new gear from Leica Australia to test out the 8x42 Pro binoculars, rangefinder binoculars, and the 2800.com rangefinder, which I'm quite interested in. Personally, I like to have my rangefinder and binos separate. Again, it's just a personal thing, but Benny's keen to test these new Pro rangefinder binos, so we'll give them a fair run. Let's go see what the boys are up to. Benny's in a dilemma now.
Cost me money, Robbo.
Hey, I'm not costing you anything. You boys are big boys now.
Oh, hear that, eh? I'm a big boy.
You will put your big boy pants on. So the 8.5 ELs aren't as good as the...
Not as good as those
as
ones.
Leicas?
No, I don't believe so. Although, ergonomically, these are fantastic.
They do fit nice, but bear in mind, they're a rangefinder bino, so you've got all the extras that go along with that.
Yeah, exactly. But they still don't have that. They don't have that comfort.
Oh, you sure you're okay?
Well, you know, if you're going to talk spastics that dribbles.
I think it's just that's probably you're used to it.
Well, how could you not get used to that? I mean, it just goes there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's caved out like ourselves.
Yeah.
There. That's saying.
Or maybe that's a Swarovski patent. I still think the thumbs line up well. I think where they don't have that dimple, they have where the lump in the actual units.
doesn't offer you the same stability in holding.
Oh.
No, I
You hearing this, Rick? He doesn't like the Leicas.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, I think you did. So we'll try them again as the day progresses into the twilight. Righto, Beanie, find me some foxes. Jesus, Jake's already bloody taken off. He's a bit toey. You got to go up to the right, don't you? That's all swampy.
Driving through the mountains, rolling down my window, feel the warmth upon my skin.
He swings both ways, Jake. Take me to where the foxes lie, Jake.
Met by midnight showers.
Just gotta watch Jake. He lets those reins go of the stallion, and it's off. I think we need a new gate bitch already.
Come on, Ryan! I don't think it's been opened in a while. Ryan!
Come on, gate bitch! Take him. Took us 2 goes, but there should be 2 foxes down in here. Got one? That's it. Oh yeah, he's a good fox.
It's a good life.
You reckon you hit that first one? Couldn't find it in the end, but geez, it looked like it was hit. Looked like it smacked him right in the noggin. But either way, move on. One's better than none. So we're just going to head up now.
Helmet on.
That helmet.
Just to show that in the video.
That helmet. That's a good idea. So we're just going to head straight up and sit off this hill now and see if we can drag 1 or 2 or 3. We'll take either off this hill.
Between God and me, walk back where the garden grows. It's a good life.
The boys are giving it a fair crack on the whistle. I don't know if you can hear the wind. I'm standing with my back to it. It's howling across, coming right over my back and heading that direction. We're hoping we were going to be able to drag one off this hill, which we have done many times before. But when the wind's this strong, sometimes you've got to move a lot and only short distances to drag another one out. Well, we've given it a fair crack this morning. Started off well. Either 2 come in or Lee got 2 shots at one of the 2. But we're going to head back for some lunch now. Starting to warm up, have a feed, reassess, and see what we do for the arvo. Now, if you haven't watched some of our older videos, this is one of our favourite locations for smashing rabbits, and there used to be thousands here. And I know it sounds a little bit exorbitant, but trust me, there used to be big numbers here. Right around this whole valley, we used to be able to set up exactly in this position and basically take rabbits anywhere from 200 out to 600 or 700 yards away. So this is going to be a test location for the rest of the afternoon. If you're expecting anything methodical, you're probably tuned into the wrong channel. We're going to give you more of a practical demonstration of how easy these apps are to use and to see the advancement of Leica rangefinders, whether in the rangefinder itself or the rangefinder combination binoculars. We're going to give it a fair test today and see whether it's something that we think is practical, how easy it is to use, and how accurate it is in the end. The boys are just starting to acquire a few targets. As expected, not a lot of rabbits, but there are a couple around up there. So I'm going to be using my Kestrel in combination with the Leica 2800.com rangefinder. My old 1600B is still going strong after 10 or 15 years, and I think just about all of us have got one of these. Never let us down. So I'm just going to pair the Rangemaster up to the Kestrel, put in the ballistics for the 243, and let rip and see how we go. The first thing I must do is make sure that the Bluetooth is turned on in this. So it's basically a matter of just going through the menu on this unit and turn on Bluetooth. But there's actually a separate Bluetooth entity for connection to the Kestrel. So it's working now. So it's basically press of the button. It gives me the range first. Then it gives me the elevation adjustment that I need to do. Now in my case I've selected minute of angle. And then it will give me the windage left or right, providing I've set the Kestrel up correctly and held it into the direction of the wind, taken a reading or a sample of the wind. So at this stage, like usual, the wind's a little bit fickle. 1 minute it's coming from left to right, next minute coming from right to left. So I think I'm just going to use my own call for the windage at this stage. But either way, I just want to see whether the elevation is correct for the calculation. We'll find a target in a moment and give it a crack. Just ranged the first rabbit, 360 yards, 4.8. Okay, out the boys are on over there.
That's what we're talking about.
Right, we've got a rabbit over there at 310. It's telling me 3.1 minute of angle. We'll see if this is a little bit closer. Bad information in, bad information out. So I had the muzzle velocity incorrect at 3,100 feet a second. That's my error. Changed it to 3,250, the same as what I've got in ballistic AE. 310 yards, that was on the money. So we'll start to stretch it a little bit further now and hopefully we'll get a few more targets.
I've gone through the menu, set up in US yards,
Yep.
ballistic curve,
Yep.
and then Bluetooth, activated that, and then gone through on the phone, set up a profile here.
So the only obstacle we found is the Z8 has got 1/3 MOA adjustments. So what we've had to do, there's no option for 1/3 MOA. So what we've done is just selected MOA.
So you got that there. I've just got factory ammo here, so it actually had that in there, the ADI stuff.
Yep.
And then did the muzzle velocity, which I calculated earlier.
Yep.
And
What's your 0, 200 for this? Yep.
Yeah.
So, yep. So he's got all the info in now. He's got the R rate. We know this thing's a shooter. It's 0 to 200. Now we just got to find a target and see how the binos actually perform and the ease of use. Whenever you're ready. Miss. We dialed 10 and it just sailed over his back, and I mean just sailed over his back. So it's either the information we've got out is slightly out, or the information we're putting in is slightly out, as in muzzle velocity. Can't see him now. Oh yeah, I can see his ears. Right. Alright, I'll have a crack. That'll do it. Well, I think mine's pretty well dialed. That one was just off. It's sort of a bit over 400 yards, whatever. But could be me, could be the shooter, could be the rifle, could be the ammunition, could be a lot of things. But either way, I'm reasonably happy with the ease of how this works. Talking to the Kestrel, how it goes on battery life, well, time will tell. We've got a fox here, boys. A little fox. Benny's just spotted him. Dragging the rabbit. Righto. Hold still, you little bugger. Ben reckons there's another fox up there, so we're just going to keep an eye open. If they're going to start moving, that sun's not far off the hill over there, so we're going to start testing these optics, looking back into the sun a little bit as well. These are all top-end binos, so none of them are bad. We're trying to really, split hairs to pick anything wrong with them, and in all fairness, realistically, there's nothing wrong with them. They're all fantastic. Now we just got to find another fox, Benny. Another day comes to an end. A little bit more testing of the Leica gear. I'm pretty confident I've got the rangefinder pretty much set up where it should be. And so far, yeah, talking to the Kestrel works quite well. And yeah, I know I've complicated this to a degree because you could just use the ballistic app and then basically get the unit to work on its own. But yeah, when you want to try and that little bit more precision on rabbits and stuff like that, it's nice to know you've got the capabilities to do it. This looks interesting. We'll see what he's done. What's going on here? Anything to see? I just got into bed. Holy, what have you done here?
Thanks.
You're in a bit of shit here.
Your predicament here is looking real good.
No, that's a good 6 foot drop down there. It's an interesting spot to park. Sounds like the boys are up. Sounds like they're down trying to get the penguin out of its hole. Right, tension time. Did it easy. Well, that's the entertainment over and done with for the morning. Time to go and have some breakfast and work out what we're going to do for the rest of the day. It actually came out pretty easy. It's far better to walk away, reassess, have a good think about it, because it can turn pear-shaped pretty quick. So the penguin lives again. Dug himself out of a hole. Just heading out for the first sit for the day. Jay's driving like a true champion. We haven't fallen out of the back of the Jeep yet. We'll just check how hard that is.
I don't want Lee to have to pull me.
That's not a dip.
As you can see, the issue is the long grass. It's very hard to see them unless you get a little bit of height, as we have here. So hopefully the boys can call one in out of this swamp, see them early and get a shot on them. Over the next few hours we whistled long and hard, and for every fox we seen, we lost in the grass, until one finally presented a shot. Another hill, another valley to whistle. And you had a little bit of a incident back there. Nice brown snake.
There's a brown snake.
Just to keep you on your toes. Well, that's lunch. Now we're heading back over to have another afternoon session on the bunnies. A little bit more testing on the Leica gear, just to see whether it suits our purpose, whether there's any need for us to upgrade what we've got. Well, the boys are setting up the shade, the ground sheets. We'll be all set for an afternoon session on the rabbits, and maybe another little fox if he pops his head out there. He was unlucky, that little fella yesterday, dragging his rabbit. He was quite proud of himself, but either way, they've got to be taken out of the equation.
Is there a log in front of her?
Yes.
No, she's coming out now.
There's two pups now.
Yeah, but Mum's at the right of the log, isn't she?
Mum's right at the log and a pup is right next to
Take
it.
Mum, because I'll come and look.
Good.
Yep.
Got it.
smacked her in the head.
Yeah, and I think you might have got pup as well behind it. Little one's coming.
Yeah, little one's coming. Not happy. See the pup?
That whacked him in the head, I think.
Oh my dear, I wish it wasn't so. It seems that now you have to go. I hid in this place until the day I can come take you away. Even in all the pain, dear child, the moon bleeds bloodshot red in eyes. Just move and sway.
They haven't moved.
Get into them. I think that's a metre issue there, mate. A lot of missing going on. See, our shots sound like they're a lot further away. We use yards. When we stuff it up, we can make it sound like it's a lot further than it actually is. How far is this one?
304 metres.
Nice shooting.
Thank you very much.
Nice. This tripod, the fluid head with this, like it's just takes it to the next level.
We are our ship searching for love ashore. Hearts on